Oh hey, my name's Marion
And I'm Ezekiel Tefferting.
and we are the Crafty Men. And today, all the way from Italy, we have a special guest, Isabella Penne. Yay! Isabella here is going to teach us how to exactly make the perfect pasta every single time using this special recipe that we've perfected over the years.
That's right.
So today we're going to be measuring 2/3 cup flour.
Now, what are your scooping techniques?
Well, a big one is not spilling it all over the place.
Also, where are we putting this?
The table.
Interesting.
That's fantastic.
Not like a bowl or anything?
No.
No, because we here are authentic Italians, but it changes every time, so you gotta be careful.
How does
And once
it change
we-
every time?
It depends on the dish,
Of course.
So we have to make sure we washed our hands first.
which we obviously did because
Naturally,
we're great
naturally.
cooks.
I didn't do it, I'm sorry.
Except for Ezekiel.
What are we doing next, Isabella?
So we're just taking our flour and we're making a little hole like a volcano.
Oh, really?
Awesome. I love volcanoes.
I was gonna make mine into a sandcastle. Is that acceptable?
Anything is acceptable.
Oh,
Acceptable.
As long as you can put eggs in it, it really doesn't matter what shape you choose. Whatever makes you happy.
Oh. It's gonna cut to it.
Make sure you pre-scramble your eggs. It's very important.
Nice. I think mine's pretty
Like
strong
that,
now.
Producer Tim.
I think so too. It's also a great workout.
Now,
Come on.
is this how it's supposed to look?
No,
No.
Ezekiel,
So,
it's not.
how is it supposed to look?
So what you want to do is take the
Over
egg and
Oh, interesting. Does
then
it-
just like
Does
that.
it work? Do you have to smash it on here? Can you smash it on
You
something
can
else?
smash it on
Perfectly
your
fine.
thick egg if you wanted to.
I could?
You could if you really wanted to.
Okay,
Excuse
I'm
me,
gonna try
Isabella,
that.
I
I
need
think that'd be
to,
good.
I have some silverware for us all because we're about to mix our wonderful egg and flour mixture.
Woo!
Now, Ezekiel has showed us that the egg does break the volcano from high altitudes. So you want to make sure that you're not flying a plane over your house, dropping it into your flour volcano. You want to make sure that you're nice and close and just laying it in there gently.
So,
What we
is
wanna
this the
do-
correct technique?
Yes.
No.
Now, you want to break up your egg with your fork, just like so, and get a nice creamy yellow look to it.
Interesting.
And then you're going to fold in some of your flour and mix until it is nice and yellow.
Yellow. Arts and
Marion
crafts.
York. Get your hands dirty.
I did!
Marvin.
First off, I know. This is my show. And also Tim's show. But mainly my show.
Dude, producer Tim got a bit.
You got a shout out.
Shout out for producer Tim, I like that.
Next, we're going to take all three of our dough balls and mix them together so that way we have one large ball. Now, why do we do that, Isabella?
Because we have to cut it
Interesting.
into 4 pieces
Now,
because segregating is.
after we let them sit for 30 minutes to let the dough really set in, we are going to take them out of the bowl and knead them down. Now, I would like Isabella to do this because she is so experienced in her craft. Now, why don't you explain to us a good rolling technique?
Well, Marion, I think the best rolling technique is you have to get your paper and flatten it out first.
Right,
Yeah.
right, of course.
And you have to obviously. This is the family show, isn't it?
Yep.
Get your pasta, and you just gotta use this thing,
Yeah.
which my mother used to feed me with as a child.
We
Yeah.
like.
So that's how it works, right? So
And you just kind of just roll it like that,
Oh, I'm
but
sorry,
first
roasted
you
purpose.
gotta roll it like that,
Uh-huh.
and you gotta flatten it first. But then you flatten them all into one.
Right.
Correct.
Yes.
So we really just gotta work on getting them into one thing. So I don't know why you're asking me this question. Is it
I
kind
think
of-
you need to stop.
well, first of all, I don't know.
Okay.
It really kind of just looks like a pancake to me.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to be taking our lovely pasta noodles and we're going to be running them down through this pasta squisher.
Now,
that is the scientific name for it, and if you have anything else to say, you can leave it in the comments.
Now we used these in the first episode that we had a couple of years ago, but we decided to have our hands, I forget what we call them, these crazy hands.
These crazy hands.
Yeah,
It's a patent.
yeah, it's a patented technology, but we decided to bring them back for this one because we have to crank things.
Now, if we just want to start we can get these going just nice, and we can make them start cranking at any second that we want to. We just have to really focus in order to make them crank when we want them to. So right now we're going to use our brain waves
Just say
start cranking.
start cranking right now. See, it's as easy as that.
Be very careful not to put your hands in the cranker because
That's also
Otherwise-
patent dependent.
Well, and it'll pull you in, and it'll make you like Flat Stanley. That guy, it'll pull your whole body in. It's not like it's gonna cut
and
it.
not just physically pull you in, emotionally pull you in.
Yeah, it'll flatten you out emotionally for sure.
Now, you really want to hold this like it's a newborn child. And I think that in some ways it is. Because it signifies us going through a new tunnel in our lives.
Going through life just like the dough goes through the pasta machine.
Long and stringy. For sure, 100%. I'm sorry, Ezekiel seems to having a bit of difficulties with, the
Life.
hands. Sometimes they get a
That's
little
right that you
glitchy.
can admit that.
Sometimes
that you're having
they're a
difficulties.
little glitchy, and to fix it, you just gotta smack them. But yeah, look how that's turning out. It's nice and flat.
Nice and flat, just the way we want it. Now we want to run it through about 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So that way we can really get it to the thickness that we desire. Personally, I like thick, chunky salsa.
We're not making
I don't know
salsa.
why that pertains, but I just like it.
You okay over there, Marion?
Oh, I'm wonderful.
How are the hands treating you?
They're a little rusty sometimes.
Rusty.
And I think that we need to WD-40 these before we started shooting.
Yeah, that's true.
These
That's
as
fine.
in these?
No,
or
no, the
these
hands.
as in,
The hands.
oh.
Yeah.
Now that Marion is done doing all the work, we're going to do some more.
Yeah. So what's next on the docket, guys?
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use our lovely hands again to put in the pasta that we made.
Now,
Nice and thin.
my question, Marion, is which one do we want to do? Do we want to do the thin one, or do we want to do the thick one, which you're already doing?
We are doing the thick one today because I
Here,
said
you
earlier.
want to grab that for in there?
Yes, I would love to help.
Thank you.
It's really satisfying watching it come out the other end.
I feel like it's hair.
Hair. Yeah, that's disgusting. I don't want to think about that. But it looks, looks, as far as pasta goes, it looks pretty deep. Look at that.
Wow.
Well, let me see some of that.
Yeah, here you go.
I'm gonna
Oh, when you hang your pasta to dry, make sure you take every single strand individually
absolutely.
and hang it up just like that.
Yeah, it's like if you're, hanging up laundry.
Now, For all intents and purposes at the moment, we are going to be just cooking a serving for now. That way we can really get you the best viewer experience possible. Now, we're doing this so that way it does not stick together.
Yeah.
Now, when you're looking at it from this angle, you want to take like a pinch of flour, okay, and just like that.
Yeah.
And make it perfect.
Yeah, exactly. It's like powdered sugar, basically.
Would you mind doing that again?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just
Yeah.
kind of like that.
Yeah. Could you do that again for me?
Yeah, sorry. I think I used all the flour. I'm not getting
You're
it.
still.
Is that better?
Yeah. Would you mind doing that again?
There's not enough flour, bro.
Hey Mary, tell us what we're doing.
Next, we are going to be smashing our garlic. Now, we need 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. How do you feel like that day?
I have a question. Is this a clove of garlic, or is like a whole one of these a clove?
No.
One clove.
One clove.
Is a clove.
So this is a clove.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, it should smell rather bad, and that's because garlic smells bad.
Are you
And
a
that
vampire?
means that if you
There's
can
one.
smell it and
I
it
have
smells
one.
bad, then you have a sense of smell. Next, we are going to be forming these diced onions into one whole onion for our use. Just like, and there we have it. Perfectly whole.
See? Easy
Now-
as that.
What we want to use this for is our sauce, and we're going to put this directly as it is, just as God intended it, into the sauce with our lovely garlic and our tomatoes.
Now, when do we start mixing up the garlic and the tomatoes and stuff together?
Not yet.
When's that?
Right now.
Okay.
So, a little DIY thing. If you're ever cooking with olive oil and your hands get dry, your own lotion.
It works.
Next, we're going to be preparing our salsa. Can you like shoot me or something?
What are we going to be doing next, Mary?
I'm glad you asked that, Isabella. We're going to be preparing our sauce. Now, with our sauce, we have to put in our half cup of paprika.
Ooh,
Dump that in.
Good. Looks like
And
taco
then
sauce.
right after that, we're gonna dump in our half cup of basil.
Now, I have a question, Marion.
Yes.
What did we have in the bowl before that?
Oh, I'm glad that you pointed that out because I forgot to mention that. We have our hand-cut, hand-grown tomato sauce.
That we crushed.
Ourselves.
Yeah.
And the way you do that is you peel
Here,
it.
would you like to stir it?
I would, thank you very much.
And then you remove the seeds. Also, we're going to be putting in this fresh parsley that we grew in
how
our
many,
garden today.
how much parsley is that?
About a quarter cup.
Quarter cup.
We're going a little bit lighter on the parsley. We wanted to put a quarter cup in before. But Jake, the editor, stole it from us. It's great.
So the real trick with this is to not stir it, but fold your spices into the tomato paste.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Now, you can't really see what we're doing, but you just have to trust us that we're making it well.
Yeah. I mean, there's no real other way to verify, you know, because we just don't want to show you. We don't have the budget for a second camera.
Now,
Whoa.
she showed you anyway, and you should feel grateful. Peekaboo!
Now we So the next thing you want to do is we're going to go ahead and put the pasta into the boiling water and cook it. You guys want to help grab some? And
Yes, I would
absolutely.
very much
Bring it on
like
over.
to.
Now, when you're doing this, you want to kind of lay it against the side of the pot. And the reason being is so you can gently ease it into your boiling water.
So we only have to put it in for what?
About 1 to 2 minutes.
1 or 2 minutes? We're
Now,
almost there actually.
what we want to do is we want to lightly stir it so that way it does not stick together in any form or fashion. audience. You're gonna come with me.
You have pliers?
Let's go. All right, we're done. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this in the strainer, and we're gonna strain it. It's gonna be great. Gonna watch me do it. It's gonna be.
Sure it's ready. Hold on.
Oh, it's plenty ready. I promise. You wanna grab one? That's fine. So this is how you do it. You just dump it in there. Whew. Ah, dancing smarty pants.
And that's how you make the perfect pasta.
It was great.
Thank you all for watching. And if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe and hit the bell and comment, because it really helps us really produce more and more and more for you guys.
Tell your friends about us. Tell them to tell their friends about us.
Tell your mom about us.
Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your grandparents.
And your dog.
Tell your rat. I don't know if you have a rat. I'm sorry, I meant your guinea pig.
Or the rat that lives in your walls.
That's true. He would probably do some really good
Cooking with us.
I would, if you're there listening, rat, reach out to us.
Email us.
We'll probably respond. We'll see.
I think it's time to dig in.
Let's dig in.